Welcome everyone. So we're again back at the Gold Coast Innovation Hub, and today we're actually talking to Jeff from I Love Reading. So Jeff, tell us a little bit more about your business.
So what we do is we've got a purpose-built phonetics code which we use to actually train students how to read English in classrooms, at home, in childcare, trying to actually make it easy for them to attain competence in the English language.
That's incredible. So how did you come up with the business?
Well, one of the problems I faced was a daughter who had epilepsy, and so she wasn't able to read, learned 20 words, had 20 seizures, and not able to actually, remember all those words. So I had to come up with a different way in which we would learn to decode words and learn to read. And here it is here. And it consists of 4 different elements. Number 1, we have the black letters, which are for consonant sounds or lowercase. 22 vowel sounds, which are magenta, where students learn the 22 vowel sounds and they actually understand that irrespective of how they're spelled. Yellow, which represents silent, and a blue, which is a sound switch. So when it's blue, look for the clue on top. And so with that, we've been able to go decode 2 million words perfectly. 4 rules in this particular sequence, and students can decode any word, and they learn to read in about half the time. Matter of fact, it's a bit less than that, but we'll claim a half at the moment.
Wow. So what success stories do you have, or what do students say, or parents?
Oh, the parents absolutely love it, because what you find is, the top students at year 12 were the top students at year 9, were the top students at year 6, and most likely the top students at year 3. Our students are learning to read to a grade 3 standard in just a matter of weeks. So somewhere between, say 20 and 40 weeks, they're learning to read to a grade 3 standard. So all of a sudden, the translation of learning to read to reading to learn is the paradigm's changed. And our students can pick up books and they can read them, and they can go onto computers and research from grade 1 on. Whole education paradigm has shifted. We're in about 50 sites at the moment, and every one of those sites reports the same thing. Our students are fundamentally engaged more than they've ever seen. Their results are incredible. The success the students are having is just breeding further success. And from a parent point of view, you've got a child who's engaged at school, who wants to go every day. Absolutely brilliant.
It's such an amazing thing for the child as well, and for the self-esteem, isn't it? Because you're achieving more, right? Or you feel like it.
Well, if you've had a child who has struggled at school, like I had, and I'm sure many parents have, it becomes very difficult to actually encourage them to go back every day. And yet under this coded system where we can actually move students quickly into a reading paradigm, they experience success. Anyone who experiences success on a daily basis will do it again tomorrow. The secret to our success.
So who are you partnering with now?
So Hillcrest Christian College was the place where we actually developed this, and we've been working with this for about 5 years. We've now gone to the stage of saying it's so good that we actually have to take it out and actually commercialise it. We want all readers to be great readers, and we want it to happen quickly and efficiently. If you take a look at Australia, the attainment of reading standards, the literacy levels in Australia have dropped dramatically over the last 10 years. We're now 17th in the world. That's really poor when you consider that there are 11 countries ahead of us where English is not their first language, and they are beating us. As you are a Russian student, you would understand that. And so we've got to do something fundamentally differently. We keep trying to do the same thing. This is a different way of doing it.
You also, Jeff, said that you actually can be applied for learning a different language.
Yes, so we actually have 84 international students, and they're all learning English through this method, and the results we're seeing there are students who don't have an accent, who can read effectively, who can actually communicate in English far better than they've ever done before. So it's working really well, and we've had parents come in actually with Russian backgrounds and have taught them how to use this to decode so that they can read, they can spell, and that they can actually understand English.
I need my parents to do that. So what's the next? So how does it work? So what products do you have? Can I do that, for example, if I have a child at home as well? Can I do that from home, or is it just only through a school? Or?
Great question. So we've got a number of different avenues we look at. So we've got a school product. I Love Reading at School is something which we would encourage all schools to get in touch with us with, and we'll take you through the way in which our 2-year program can be implemented in prep and grade 1 or in learning support programs. We've got a tailored program for that. We're also releasing now ILR at home. So you as a parent can actually get the subscription, which will have videos of how to teach your children. It'll have all the coding and how we work on that. It's got an extensive array of readers, video lessons, games, and everything on that site that you actually need to get your child reading faster, more accurately than ever before.
Jeff, it's brilliant to have you at the Gold Coast Innovation Hub for sure. And since you've been here, so what has helped? How have we helped you?
It's been great to be part of a community which is actually about innovation and creating opportunity. We were sitting back at Hillcrest where we were very good because we could look at each other and go, oh, we're great. but to actually come and communicate with people who are similarly trying to get startup companies who've got their own ideas and their own talents. The synergy of that has made a significant difference to our progress. Our team have felt loved, cared for, supported, and included in this great facility, and it's actually been something that's made a significant difference in what we do.
So what's next for you now?
Yeah, really good question. We're off to overseas. So next week it's been talked about in New Zealand, so we're selling over in New Zealand. We've got people in the US and the UK interested in doing it, because if you are having to get students to learn English, why not learn in a program which actually accelerates their ability? You know, the exciting part about this is it works in every language. We just have to decode it. At the moment we have 7 decoded, including our local Yugambeh language, and it was only 2 years ago that we actually had the first Yugambeh translation, and we taught all of our Year 6s how to read and speak Yugambeh.
Oh, that's brilliant. Well done. What was the biggest challenge? What has been the biggest challenge for you?
I think one of the things is, and I say this, in jest, but in seriousness too, everyone loves change, except when it happens to you. And so in schools, right, to walk in with this, they don't believe it, they don't trust it. It's just
sounds too good to be true.
It sounds too good to be true, and it's such a different way of doing it. For me as an innovator, I see it as just the answer to all our problems, and it's a matter now of finding those avenues and those people who are really keen to do something different to get great results. It works. We've got, as I say, up to 50 schools at the moment we're working with, and we see the results continuously, time after time after time. Now what we've got to do is expand it so that every child in Australia and beyond has the opportunity of actually learning at a faster rate than ever before.
It's amazing. Bringing innovation to schools, it's fantastic, isn't it? Because the system has not been refined and reformed for quite a while, right?
Well, I'll put the plug in that Cambridge University last year named Hillcrest as one of the 100 most innovative schools in the world.
Wow, amazing.
And so that's how we can do that. We choose to be different. We choose to do something which enables us to empower our students to become unbelievable learners.
Right. Rather than just following the system that has been already for years.
Keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're just going to get the same results.
Exactly.
Let's do something different. Let's make the future for our children so much more applicable to what they will be doing in the future.
Jeff, what would be your top tips for someone who's just starting up a business, or someone who's just having a bit of a challenge themselves as well within the business?
Firstly, I would say a mentor is important. Find somebody who you can rely upon, who can actually coach you through the difficult times. The second thing I'd say is have a great legal person. Have somebody who can, just point you in the right direction so you don't make mistakes. Mistakes are what cost time, effort and money. And just make sure that the people around you understand that trust is the most important thing. And when trust is broken, it's very hard to grow. So those 3 things would be the tips that I'd say that enables companies to succeed and move forward into the future.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Well, for everyone who is watching, obviously, how can they find you?
Very simple. You can just look at ilr.com.au, or you can ring the hub and they'll be put through to our lovely assistants here who will get you involved in our program. We look forward to having you as part of our team.
Yeah, well, again, thank you so much for everyone to watch. And again, if you want to come and network with the most amazing entrepreneurs that we have at the Hub, so please get in touch with us, get into the community and come for a free trial pass or come to our events. And thank you.
Thank you very much.